Hey, it's Magnus here. Today's video is going to be a shorter video. If you've been following along for the last 2 weeks almost, week and a half, 2 weeks, every day, every single day, I've been trying to solve the tumbling of, I'm kind of dark, the titanium vegetable peeler handles. The problem was, while I can solve getting the finish, the sort of absolute perfect type finish I aim for on one of them, and I can do that sort of repeatedly, when I want to do more, the whole problem is that they scratch each other if I put too many in the centrifugal tumbler or the vibratory tumbler at the same time. And so, yes, I can do the finish, and these are from my machinist's Kickstarter project, fulfilling that, which I'm pretty much delivering late on already, so it's kind of damage control at this point, if I'm honest. I can do it, but it's going to take weeks and weeks and weeks, maybe even months. That's not an option. It's simply not an option. I've spent the last week and a half trying to solve it between this machine and this machine. We've been trying different things, trying to fix them in the barrel, trying bigger barrels, going so far as cable tying them together in bunches like that. I don't know, dozens of tests, dozens and dozens, and none of them work. You know, there would be an issue in this way, an issue in that way. They might scratch each other, like just issues. In yesterday's video, if you remember, there was the Hail Mary, which was like the absolute final, all or nothing, it's going to work or it isn't thing, and it failed. So the only thing I can do is take them to the US and have them done there. I've got a company that can do it there, and that's what I'm doing. I was in seeing the travel agent today. I didn't book my flight yet. I'm just gonna figure out the sort of logistics. I've got to get business travel insurance and those kind of things, and so I will just most likely be booking a flight on Air New Zealand, going to California, and paying for 2 extra bags and taking like 70 kilos of titanium vegetable peelers with me. It seems like oh, that seems a bit excessive, but it really is the only option. There's nothing else I can do at this point. It is an expensive exercise, but not as expensive as you might think. I mean, because if I was to do the tumbling in these machines, that costs money. If I could get something working in that machine, I'd have to make up my own custom barrels, but as it stands, I can't even get it sorted. So even if I did get it sorted, there's still expenses involved. But fingers crossed, I can go over there just after the weekend. I'll be there for around about a week, come back with flawless titanium vegetable peelers and cheese slicers, and you know, a little bit of work to go on some of them, just to finalize them, and that will be it. The great thing is that I've learned so many things, invaluable things, in this last sort of 1 or 2 weeks, just in terms of what these machines are capable of, you know, what they do. For instance, I've realized that, you know, this machine I thought would replace this machine. It's not the case. It fulfills a different purpose. There's always something good, at least, comes out of something seemingly bad. That's something I've just accepted as a fact now. It really is. Like I said, this is going to be a short video, but I would like to answer, you know, a couple of questions that have come in through the YouTube comments. This is with regard to the fidget spinner. It says, why not invent something new? Competition is for fools. I take the exact opposite approach. I don't try and be original or creative or anything like that. It's too hard, it's too much hassle. You know, will people buy it? I don't know. My approach is I take things that typically have been along for a long time, tweezers, pens, mechanical pencils, carabiners, and I just make them better. I design them better. You know, I use better materials than the majority, and it seems to be working pretty well. So I can see why not, you know, why go in a crowded marketplace, but to my mind, when I go in a crowded marketplace, but my product is better. It comes with lifetime warranty, better materials. You know, I try to go that bit extra in every possible way. It seems to work pretty well. Hi Magnus, can you suggest any fidget spinners that won't break the bank? I recently bought one online for £15, which for everyone else is around about 22 US dollars, something like that, so 22 US dollars. It turned up and it was just a cheap Chinese copy of a torque bar spinner. Now I'm not in the sort of area of looking at, you know, 10, 20, $30 spinners, but I do know that from everything I've seen, it's very difficult to find a good spinner for less than 100 US dollars. It seems that right now, you know, supply and demand, whatever it is, cost to produce, I certainly know that's it in my case. My spinners, when they eventually go on sale, are unlikely to be less than 150 US dollars, but people can make them for less than that. You know, for $100 you'll get a good one. I'm not hugely familiar with it, but there might be one or two, you know, good ones that you can get for less than 100 US dollars, but it's just the economics of producing things. That's pretty much what you have to pay if you want a good one. There was one more question which I can't find, but I remember it coming in, and it said about the scratches on the titanium vegetable peelers. It said they're just small scratches, you know, just let them go at that. That's not possible the way I do things. Like, it really does. If you if you saw the stuff I throw out and like the minuscule scratches on it, you might be kind of shocked. But that really is what I do. You know, if it's not absolutely, you can't let not even one thing go out, because one thing going out means that one customer is going to be getting that one less than perfect product. And you know, you can say, yeah, but it's one customer, but no, it's not. One customer is every customer. If you're not doing the absolute best you can, then why bother? You know, like, I just don't see the point. I don't even know if I have an answer for that. I just know that I try to just do as best I can, even if it means, you know, taking 1,200 titanium peelers on the plane next to me to the US to get that flawless finish. That's just one of the things that needs to be done. There's nothing, yeah, I have nothing more to add. And I think I will call it a day at that. I will of course leave you with a quote. It is by Walter Elliott, and he said, "Perseverance is not a long race. It is many short races, one after the other."